Hi everyone, my name is Kristen from the YouTube channel Like Kristen. Emily asked me if she would want me on her channel to talk about depression because I have experience with depression and I talk about it a lot in my channel. We decided to do a Misconceptions collaboration where she's on my channel talking about misconceptions of OCD and I'm on her channel talking about misconceptions of depression. If you like me and enjoy this video, probably my links will be down below in the description so you can go check me out. Thank you so much for having me on your channel, Emily. And without further ado, let's get on to those misconceptions because there are a lot of them. Misconception number 1 is that depression is just being sad. And I hear this a lot. Oh, I'm depressed today. Oh yeah, that makes me depressed. No, that makes you sad. There's a difference between sadness and depression. Actually, being sad is a symptom of depression. Some of the common symptoms of depression are feeling sad, feeling hopeless, feeling lonely. You could sleep too much, too little. Sadness is a part of depression, but it's not depression itself. Misconception number 2 is when a person has depression, there's always a reason for it. There are many different reasons that someone could have depression, whether it be a really traumatic life event, maybe someone in the family passed away. There are many triggers to have a depressive episode, but there's not a definite reason that someone has depression where it's like, that's it. It could be a lot of different things, and everyone experiences depression differently, and everyone's depression is caused by different things. There are many causes for depression, whether it be environmental, where something in our environment changes and we can't really cope with it, or it's biological. Maybe there is a chemical imbalance in the brain or something that gets triggered that causes depression. Maybe it's both. It all depends on the person. Misconception number 3 is that it's obvious when someone has depression. You see this a lot in the movies. They wear dark clothing, they have a hoodie, they're always crying all the time. It's very obvious in a television show, in a comic book, or in the movies that if someone has depression, you see it. But in real life, it's not the case. A lot of people don't want to show others that they're having a problem. A lot of people hide the fact that they have depression. They cry by themselves in their room. They keep their feelings to themselves because they're ashamed of it. There are a lot of reasons why people don't talk about their depression or express their depression. It's all based on this stigma that someone with depression is weaker than other people who don't, or the stigma that if you have depression, that means you are broken or weak, frail, which is not the case. Misconception number 4. If someone has depression, they could just snap out of it. It's not that easy. There are a lot of ways to treat depression, whether it be talking about your feelings with a professional or a family member, getting on medication, going to some treatment, whether it be a support group or one-on-one therapy. It's not that easy to just get over depression. There's something happening in your life that is causing you this emotional distress. Depression is a normal human emotion and it needs to be treated to get better. So the next time you tell your friend to snap out of it, I really hope you think again. And the last misconception, misconception number 5, is that depression only affects women. I don't see a lot of representation of men when it comes to depression. And a lot of mental health YouTubers or people who express that they've had depression in the past are women. So you might think that only women experience depression, and this is not the case. Men are equally as likely to develop depression as women. It's just that men don't express their emotions the same way that women do. It might be harder for men to talk about their depression because in our society, men are supposed to be stronger than women, supposed to not talk about their emotions. And if you have depression, that means you're weak. That means you are not a man. And that is totally not the case. Men and women are as likely to get depression. If you are suffering with depression, I want you to know that it is totally okay to reach out for help. There is no shame in talking about your feelings. If you are a man or if you're a woman, whatever gender that you identify as, it is okay to talk about depression. Thank you so much, Emily, for having me on your channel and giving me this platform to talk about misconceptions. Thank you guys so much for having me, and I'll see you guys over on my channel.